Hi there everybody, this is Marr here, and I just got done from watching a YouTube video and coming to the sudden realization that a certain internet reviewer that I've grown to love for the longest time has apparently recently turned 10 years old a few days ago, something I can't remember, but apparently the Nostalgia Critic is 10 years old. And it's strange too because it's one of those type of things where you realize one of your favorite franchises or characters of all time is certain reach of age, and just it hurts to realize that it's been that long since the character's been introduced or something. And it's also kind of a wonder too, because in the fact that nostalgia is in his name, and it's just I just can't believe it's been 10 years always since Nostalgia Critic hit it online and just done so many movie reviews and shows and stuff. But I mean, it's not just 10 years of Nostalgia Critic, but also the wonderful job that Channel Awesome has done from Doug, Rob, and so many other people. It's hard to believe that it's been 10 years since that all began. It's all changing, and all that from thatguywiththeglasses.com to Channel Awesome. It's just it's been a humongous these past 10 years have been huge, and I've just been a huge fan of Doug's work for ages, and I love all his reviews, all the shows, and all that, and I just want to make a special video dedicated to talk about my personal experience with the Nostalgia Critic and all the years of watching him. And I think it's funny too that to celebrate this occasion, I'm wearing the Evolution of the Nostalgia Critic, which was a shirt that you get if you helped with the Indiegogo project that happened years ago. But anyway, let's just go and talk about the Nostalgia Critic and how I got introduced to him over the years, of how he evolved and just really just made me laugh over the years. My very first review of the Nostalgia Critic that I have ever watched was the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, before I saw that review, I was watching AVGN a whole lot, and he did a response video that I didn't see till later 2008, where apparently he responded to the Nostalgia Critic, and of course we all know that was all for laughs and just a joke and stuff, but I didn't know at the time. It's who's this Nostalgia Critic guy? Why is he picking on the nerd and stuff? So I decided to do some research and watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie review. Which at the time, I didn't even knew there was a Super Mario Bros. Movie. I was shocked, so I was thinking, okay, this movie might be good. And I came to two sudden realizations. One, the movie is crap. And two, I was laughing my head off the entire review, seeing the critic just tearing this movie apart and just with these huge expressions and stuff. It is one of my favorite episodes of the Nostalgia Critic. And I still think that to this day, even after 200 plus episodes of the Nostalgia Critic.
Name! Mario. Last name.
Whoa, we're gonna hear Mario's last name? Dude, we've never heard Mario's last name before. This ought to be interesting.
Mario.
Yeah, now what's your last name?
Mario.
No, what's your last name?
Mario.
No, okay. What's your first name?
Mario.
Alright, now what's your last name?
Mario.
Fuck you. What's your first name?
Luigi.
And what's your last name?
Mario.
Shut up! What's your last name?
Luigi Mario.
Those are both first names. What's your last name?
Mario.
Shut it! What's your full name?
Luigi Mario.
Those are both first... Okay. What's your first name?
Luigi.
And what's your last name?
Mario.
Shut the fuck!
And so after that review, it's okay, this guy's extremely funny. I want to watch more of his stuff. And I began watching more of his reviews. And then eventually leading up to February of 2009, I discovered his website, thatguywiththeglasses.com. And that I saw that he was posting a review about every week, compared to AVGN, who's posted every 2 weeks or something. And it also led me to discover a whole lot of other interesting video makers like Angry Joe, Linkara, Spoonie, and all that stuff. But it was mostly the Nostalgia Critic that I watched a whole lot, because the way that he picks on the movies and just does these huge reactions and stuff like that, it was just hilarious to see someone talk about. But it was also interesting because I think out of all the people that I've watched YouTube over the years that inspired me to become a video maker myself, I think I have to give major credit to the Doug Walker and Rob and all the other people that's worked with him over the years, because he just had that humor in creating these hilarious characters like Chester A. Bum and Ask That Guy and Dominic and all these other characters and such. It really blew my mind to thinking that you could create videos online, because I wanted to make movies and stuff, but I didn't really feel comfortable going out to the open world and all that stuff, and seeing him just making these reviews in his parents' house at the time, I thought that was incredible. To me, that was a mind blow. And you gotta think about this. It's like late 2008, early 2009. That's like, oh my gosh, this is so legendary. This is amazing. And I think I owe all my inspiration for making YouTube videos to Doug for that. And to even the point where, like, some of the earlier Dale Marshall episodes kind of replicated the Nostalgia Critic a bit too much, which, I mean, I'm not proud of, but, I mean, everyone has to evolve and age, and I saw Doug Rocker's evolution of the Nostalgia Critic change so much, from adding a lot more visual effects and storylines, and when the Nostalgia Critic ended in 2012, I was like, okay, that's kind of sad, but it was also ironic too, because when the Nostalgia Critic was ending, I was getting out of high school, so it's like, this is like a new page, a chapter, something to see what Doug was working on. And I liked the demo reel when he tried to make a new show, a demo reel, which I liked it, but of course, during February of 2013, he did bring the character back, and to a more different style, which I actually appreciate, and I'm glad that he's taking the character into this huge renaissance, into making it more story-based and more character-based, and of course his reviews are a lot more deeper and detailed and stuff. Whenever I watch the Nostalgia Critic episode, I know I'm always in for a good treat, because whether opinions agree or disagree with a movie, because like, I personally like Space Jam, or I thought Bridge to Terabithia was alright and stuff, but you know, like, what, no matter the opinion is, he's there to have fun, to express his passion for movies, and to be funny. And his reviews always cheered me up. Like, even on a day when, like, I had a bad day in school or work, mentally I was not doing well, and whenever a new Nostalgia Critic episode pops up, I know that I was always there for a treat to have fun watching him make me laugh, tearing apart a movie. And, like, over these past 9 years that I've known the Nostalgia Critic, okay, yes, I know it's 10 years, but I just go in 2008, so I don't, no matter how long it's been, the Nostalgia Critic always made me laugh. And I think that's the key factor, is that the fact that he's so passionate about the movies and wanting to introduce these new characters and just want to make people laugh, even if it's in the more swearing a whole department and just doing so much weird human stuff. But I've always enjoyed watching the Nostalgia Critic, and honestly, I think without watching him, I think my life would be different, because again, he inspired me to create these online videos in this way, and he's probably like one of the biggest people on YouTube that I know that has changed me a whole lot. Like, compared to all the other YouTube users that I've watched, he's probably like the biggest one that's changed my life. Granted, I may not be a huge film person, because, like, I mean, that games is more my department, but I still love going to the theaters and watching movies and stuff. But he's changed my life so much and bring me so much joy and happiness, and I really think that the Lord's given him a great talent to just make these hilarious, awesome videos. And even on moments when an episode doesn't deliver, or a show doesn't reach the expectations or something, I can always tell the passion and commitment that it does, and it just really makes me smile. Now, I don't really have a personal bucket list to make, but the first thing I can immediately think of that I would love to accomplish on my bucket list is to personally meet and thank Doug, Rob, Malcolm, and all the other people from Channel Awesome, thanking them for the wonderful years, because he's really been the biggest inspiration and when I met Little Kariba back in MTAC a few months ago, that did kind of boost my enthusiasm. Like, I used to be like, okay, I'll never get to go to an anime convention, but after that, it's like, I really want to go to a convention and meet Doug, because like I just want to give him a big hug. I don't even want an autograph t-shirt, whatever. I got plenty of, like, I got the autograph Teddy Ruxpin framed that I showcased back in my room tour on the Del Mar show, but I just want to just give them a big hug and just say thank you, because they really have been, they just made me laugh over the years and changed me for better or for worse. And I think that's the most important thing, is that he just wants to make people laugh and to express his passion for film, and I really think he's accomplished it, and I really do admire his work. So, granted, I know I'm probably gonna act fanboyish again if I ever do meet him, but still, it's hard to believe that it's been 10 years of the Nostalgia Critic, and if somehow Doug, Rob, or whoever's watching this, first off, why? And secondly, thank you guys for 10 years of amazing laughter and film work. So that concludes this little retrospective thing. It's kind of short, but I'm not really good with retrospectives that much, so I wanted to like just release my quick thoughts of the Nostalgia Critic. So there you go. In the comment section below, if you've been watching Nostalgia Critic or something, how long have you been watching them? What's your personal favorite review? And you know, get a little discussion to celebrate this occasion, because it's hard to believe, because I didn't think that it was going to be 10 years already since the Nostalgia Critic came about. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye! Actually, no, let me try this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm Delmar, and he remembers this, so I don't have to. Wait, so does that mean if I don't remember my grocery list, he'll remember it? Or so, whatever. Bye!